Nice to see you again. What brings you here by yourself? Well, I think I might be caught up in a cybercrime. Cybercrime? Did you go to the police? I can't really. There's something supernatural elements involved, I think. I understand. You made the right choice coming to us. Alright, give us the details. Okay, take a look at this, as it's my log on Digiline. Let's see what you've got. Should I go to my club tomorrow? They claim they do research, but all they really do is hang out and talk. It's only a club because everyone has similar interests. I should probably enroll in something a little more serious and go to that too. And I could really use a hot as manly boyfriend too. Oh my gosh, did I write that? What's so special about this? Keep going, you'll understand why. Could Kenji have a crush on Mira? Oh no way, she's as a one-track mind. She couldn't think of anything else but as the club stuff. Does the guy even have his eyes as on sight? As he's such an ass, he has real hots right as he has a real hottie right in front of him and can't take his eyes off Mira not even for a second to notice it. Maybe I should just juice him. I mean, as I've got the goods, I'd give him a peek. How should I put this? Your posts aren't pushing any punches here. Putting my personal opinion aside, I otherwise don't see anything wrong with these, as they look normal to me. The thing is, I didn't write any of it. What? They just randomly showed up, but they're freaking me out so badly that I deleted them. I hear you. That doesn't mean your account was probably hacked. Some 2-bit hacker probably did it as to screw with you, or maybe your computer was infected with. Nope, it isn't anything like that. I take it this is where the supernatural part you mentioned factor comes to these posts? Yes. I was the one who wrote the posts and put them online. But that as I wasn't the one who wrote the posts and put them online, but they are how I feel. As what you see written there, that stuff is that I think about, but don't express out loud. Okay, I get you. It's stuff that is hard to share with any of the other club members, basically. Right. Seeing your in the Austin Club, I'm sure you know about the Ouija board and whatnot, right? Your hands move against your will, sending you a message from the spirit world, something like that, as could possibly be happening to you. Looking at the post times of your log, these messages went as the dead of night. You should have been long sound asleep by this point. Okay, then what? In the late 1800s, there was an academic by the name of, oh god, who posted that sort of things can come by as have manipulated cells. You mean the man who came up with the Mysterian students, right? I've shown off his work at the club, but hold on. Are you saying I have a split personality? As the correct term would be disoriented. Complicated doctor scientific words. Screw you all. I guess it makes sense, but if I'm writing these posts at night without realizing it, that would explain it. But maybe it's really that. I honestly have been worried that it might have been deep down. No, that's not it. It isn't because some mental issue. Here, take a look at this. Just try and find me. This was posted just now into your account, and it's a reply to what I wrote on your Digiline. To the culprit, I'm detective who's taken on her case. Know that we will track you down and uncover your identity. No matter who or where you are, you can't hide forever. You've been warned. Well, this conversation unfolded online as you and I were talking, while you weren't touching any terminals. That means you're not the one behind these posts. Let alone any mental disorder of yours, the real culprit is out there somewhere. Whoever's behind it is a real dumb troll as words. To quote work again, we've got as a case of a fake wonder, someone who's trying to make this look more mysterious than it really is. In other words, it's a plain old hacking. You said the contacts of these posts are based on actual facts about yourself, right? Yes, I don't know about as facts as much as just as I think and feel really. Were you logged into Eden before you fell asleep? Yes, I do that every night. Got you. As the way I see it, I bet the culprit's been snooping around and hacked into your memory data in Eden. you can do that sort of thing in Eden? Well, not literally. At least not where you're lone wolfing it like a hacker here. Still, avatars in Eden are essentially digitized versions of people's mental data, so to speak. And memory data hacks theoretical as whatever. Things take a bit of different turn once the so-called supernatural enters the equation. Don't swear, for now, just log into Eden tonight, like you normally would. I'll have my associate wait for you in the lobby. Alright, as what you're actually planning on doing. Let's just say we're going to go fuck something, and the decoy will be our little maiden deep dark secrets. In other words, you go to sleep as normal, don't worry, you're the bait. Looks like Marine's still not here yet. He is hoping it isn't a sign of what's to come. I had as lay down as our decoy. If she's the culprit of the type of person I suspect, they'll definitely go for it. That means it's pretty pretty safeguard. I'd say they're going to log into Eden tonight. Once they're in position, it's just a matter of apprehending them. But that shouldn't be a problem either, because Pete is going to be working with us. How's it going? Long time no see. Thanks again for what you did back there with the AC stuff. I had Pete here take a look at the posts, and the hacker wrote them in as a learner sent. Yep, turns out these messages as a trace of a Digimon on them. You can't fool me. I'll let you know when the bad guy comes close by. You can count on me and my nose. But of course, that's why I've brought you on board. It's so cool working with a real-life detective. I feel like a real boy wonder here. You don't know who Boy Wonder is, really? Hey, I'm here. Sorry to keep you waiting. I did ask you and post the message on my digital line, but am I really going to be okay doing this? You're curious about what she wrote, aren't you? It's fine, I'll tell you. She confessed her love to the hacker and also mentioned that she really wanted to meet him. Seriously? Hey, come and get me. It's a really very poor of our part, but again, this guy thinks his hacking skills are hot stuff, as he's going to want to verify claims, preferably checking her memory directly. Hacking memory data takes some work, though not even just to look inside of it. It requires actual direct reaching out and making contact with her avatar. The only way he could have done this is he would have to be touching her somehow in order to do the hacks. What's more, messing around with someone's mental data would take as going into the core of Eden itself. Security there is supposed to be as tight as it can be, and it takes a real effort to break in. The hacker behind his message would have been therefore has been touching her for at least several minutes before leaving his handiwork. I smell him, he's close by. Good, it's time to go hunting. Go investigate the surrounding area and get this person to come out of his foxhole. I already have a feeling I know where he is. We have a post on our Digiline. Damn it, I was going to say that. There, right in front of you. Hurry up and do a scan. Yes, we've got you now, Buster. You're not going anywhere. For real? How did you find me? I knew it. The culprit is a little kid. Don't call me a little kid. That's rude. Hey, wait a minute. You're the one who spotted me here before, aren't you? Crap. How did you notice me? You're not supposed to be able to see me at all. So, what's happened? Did my little assistant is so sensitive to digital waves and spectral networks, the culprit didn't stand a chance of hiding forever. He's a cyber sleuth, comes with a job, but that's enough of that. We've got questions for you. Does that make you a detective too? Wow, you're so hot. Yeah, whatever, just answer my questions already. Who are you and how did you achieve such corrupted? I'm, as you call, a genius as architect. I'm not some lowly hacker or programmer. Do you know about the BU Reborn server? It's a special server here on Eden. In a case like where the user either permits to leave Eden or they die, it gathers all user data and deletes it. I'm the one who runs it. as you don't have to act so surprised. Kids are just more attuned with digital waves than adults. I just studied on my own and joined groups that I could trade info with, and soon I started working in cooperation with R&D. Oh, the reason I'm considered a genius isn't just because I run the server. I'm also the one who designed it. Actually, as what I said about the gathering data and isn't actually either accurate. It actually does more. Not as only does it gather and accumulate data as per given giver's account, it also organizes it amongst as like it has a mind of its own. To be honest, even I'm surprised by that. I never expected it to act so precisely and deliberately. The real cause of the creation surpasses the creator, but that's how it should be with sort of things now. I follow you, as Becca also named Becca reference a mythological creature consuming nightmares. Yep, you've got it. I named it because data, I named it that because data we don't want to show online is much sort of our own nightmares. So by using Becky and yourself, you can. Alright, I'm onto what you did now. You handed your avatar surface level appearance over to Becky and let it consult it. That way, nobody around you would be able to know as you were lurking. Why didn't you let but you didn't let purchase it down, alright? You control it yourself, making it hand it back, like a dog returning prey to the hunter. Well, you figured out, yeah, you got me. That's amazing, although I love it, I actually meet a smart adult. I guess you basically used the same trick to draw out Mika's mental data, right? Yeah, I copied it, but I only did that with short-term memory. The stuff you find out around the personals as really inside the brain. Even something as advanced as Becky can't break into a person's memories without achieving active mental data. That would be definitely crossing the line, and I understand why that's bad. I'll hand over what I've copied to your partner and give it as it is a spark. It really is a vacuum, isn't it? I think it's more or less have a grip on the current situation now. I am that, I am not. I think as might be the best way to describe as what your partner is to this world, if you catch my drift. You know, I'm thinking the same thing. Genius or not, even I can't go out and act life itself. That thing was probably born of such pure chance. I have no idea how it ended up growing how it'll end up growing moving forward. Certainly, at the very least, I have a feeling I'll lose control of it eventually. You really are smart. I don't just mean you know a lot either. Yeah, there's a sharpness to your words that I admire. Can I trust you to let me deal with the vacuum? Do you plan on disposing of it? We'll see. It depends on how things go. Okay, I trust your judgment. You'll find you'll find it's uploaded to a site. The password's locked is be lifted. The rest I leave to you. Whoa, this little kid, he's the culprit. I'd never have guessed it would have been someone so young. What? Well, you see, why did I do what I did with her account? Who cares at this stage? I won't do it again, and I promise to apologize for everything later. I'll even give her some consulting money. Just leave me alone. You know, I just remembered. We met here in Eden before, haven't we? We talked a little bit while I was waiting to meet with my friends, right? So why'd you do all that mean stuff? You're so smart, and you shouldn't be out committing crimes. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. That's what I was hoping to hear. See, you're a good kid at heart. Can I get into combat now? What are you staring at? I did it alright, I apologized. Let's call it good at that, shall we? You still have work to do. I'll send you the URL for the Backer Reborn server now. We're going to resume our hunt now, as our only goal here is to capture rather than kill our target. I want you to go back. It's too dangerous for you to stick around. My system will take care of everything from here. Alright, I'm counting on you. As we don't know how our prey is going to react once we get there, so you better be prepared for anything before we go. Let's go! Time to actually do some battling. Excuse me. One moment. So that signal's just swapping over because my Xbox decided to turn itself on, as you can see. I'd like to point out the controller's here. Let's see, how are things going on in the Digibank? We have 5 memory, not really enough to take something with us. We have a slot open in the farm. It also looks like we may have Digimon that's available to Digivolve. Which have you become this person? Randomon can Digivolve. Cubimon. Okay, I think we're actually good for now. We'll move Falcon 1 into there. Not really else I can really do with my team. Right. Now this bottle loaded. Ooh, I can get one of those now. Sweet. Now, while this bottle loaded, I'm going to quickly zip up my hoodie just because it's getting a little chilly in here. There we go. Need it chilly. Alright, do we have a group attack? We do. And one of those.